Welcome to Hotgates Gaming for a very special battle report. This is Adventures at Awkward. You are here, of course, with your channel host, HGG James, and today I'm joined by my compatriot who's here all the time.
All the time, love it.
It's Top Table Wargaming Steve.
Yes.
Top Table Gaming.
TTW Steve.
TTW Steve. And we are actually doing a special one now. Before we even start this battle report, this is a real throwback to some of the old battle reports we used to do. As you can see, we're actually not in Middle-earth. We are at Awkward Battles in Huddersfield. This is JT shop over there.
Oi.
Those of you that are on the GBHL Facebook pages and have been on the GBHL podcast before, of course, the Great British Hobbit League, you'll know JT. He's our friendly local gaming store online, gives us great discounts on all of our Hobbit goodness, and he's actually invited us to his store today to film a battle report. Now, we've got quite a few plugs to do here, but first of all, this battle is going to be between you two guys. This is Connor. Say hello, Connor.
Hello.
Have you ever been on YouTube before?
No, I have not.
You never?
No.
It's a big wide world. It's a scary place. YouTube Virgin. Well, welcome to YouTube. Now we are taking this opportunity because Steve and I, we have actually been in Wakefield today, which it's actually further from Huddersfield than I thought.
Like 20 minutes.
At least took a little bit longer than that because we've been picking up a very, very special board.
Yes, Luke's APS. Guys, he's got an awesome YouTube channel for terrain building and stuff, very similar to Top Table. Really cool guy, really cool guy. Get over there if you don't already know about him, subscribe to his channel, and as you'll see in a minute, he's done us this board for an upcoming tournament, and we're over the moon with it. We love it, and we can't wait to get this game going on it. So yeah, check him out, he's a cool guy. Absolutely stunning, we love Luke. We went over there, we had a beer there, we had a real good catch up with him, and seeing his work is absolutely beautiful. We wanted to take this opportunity to pop by JT, say hello, and film this battle report today. We are playing on a dead Marshes board today, guys. So yeah, whilst you won't have all of the green screen, you won't have all the lighting that we've set up in previous battle reports, if you want to see high production value battle reports, there are plenty of them on this channel. This is not going to be this. It's going to be a group of friends playing on some awesome terrain with some cool themed armies. We are actually going to play modified Seize the Prize. So Seize the Prize, as it is from Desolation of Smaug Sourcebook, modified being that you have to take the objective, which is going to be Frodo and Sam in the middle of the dead marshes, off your opponent's board edge rather than your own. So it means that you can't sort of cheese it with your cavalry and your fast moving stuff. We are actually going to be playing a Mordor force versus the coalition who are trying to make their way to the Black Gate of Mordor to confront. So we do have a bit of a mixture of some fiefdoms, some Rohirrim and some Gondor troops versus the might of Mordor that have come to challenge them on this plain and the dead marshes. So there's nothing left to do, is there, guys? No, let's do it.
Let's get down for this 600 point Middle-earth SBG battle report and show you the fantastic board and armies right now. And here we go. There's nothing that we should start off with more than actually showing off this wonderful board here. So as you can see, it's a 4x4 board designed specifically for Middle-earth strategy battle gaming, and it is absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be at the Scouring of Cheshire. It's already sold out, but it's going to be a great event. I know that Steve's put a lot of time and effort into the boards that he's created for it. There we go, all the waterfalls coming down here, and it's absolutely fantastic that some of the friends on YouTube, friends of ours, friends of Steve, are actually contributing towards this event. You'll see all of these boards at Ardacon at the end of the year as well, which is of course our Middle-earth SBG convention. Absolutely great work, Luke. We're really chuffed with it, and I'm sure it's going to provide an outstanding battle report. So down here we have the Forces of Good, and we've got the Gondor contingent here. We've got actually Beragond, who's going to be leading this warband. Damrod's there as well to make up the points. We've got 4 Warriors of Minas Tirith, all with shield, one of which has got a banner. We've got 4 of the Knights of Minas Tirith as well, all have shield, and of course they come with their lances. And we've also got 4 Rangers of Gondor. Those Rangers of Gondor have got spears as well. We're going to move across to the next warband here. We actually got Eomer. Now Eomer's got a throwing spear and shield, and we've also got, I think we've got 9 Warriors of Rohan with shield and throwing spear, and then 3 just with shield. And then finally we've got the Fiefdoms contingent down here. We've got a captain of Dol Amroth, he's got his shield, and behind him we've got the pikemen. We've got those Dol Amroth warriors there, and behind them we've also got one who's got pike, but he's also got the banner. So that is our 600 points Forces of Good. Let's show you what they're up against in this battle report. And down here we have the forces of Mordor, the host that has come from the Black Gate to try and seize Frodo and Sam before they complete their quest. Down here we've got a troll chieftain. We've also got 12 orcs with a shaman. We've got 12 orcs with a taskmaster. We've got 1 orc with banner. All these orcs have got a variety of gear. We've got a variety from shields and spears to absolutely nothing. And then we've also got the Mouth of Sauron, and he's there with the 5 knights. The 5 knights like so. So there we go, that is our evil force for this battle report today. So here's how it's looking after deployment. Both Connor and Steve rolled a dice. Steve is representing the forces of Mordor and evil. In the meantime, Connor is representing the forces of good. Connor rolled to deploy first, and this is how it has finished up looking. Down the evil ranks, over on their left flank, we of course have those Morgul Knights and the Mouth of Sauron. As we go along the lines, we've got the Taskmaster and his Orc Warband, the Shaman and his Orc Warband holding up a strong centre, and on the other side of the dead Marshes there, we also have the Troll Chieftain, who's the leader of this force, with his Orc bodyguard. In the meantime, on the good right flank, we've got the Gondorian warband led by Beregond. Of course, we've got the knights there facing off against the Morgul knights. As we get up towards the centre, we've got a pretty strong warband here in the centre, with Damrod lending his might support. We've got Éomer and the captain of Dol Amroth right in the centre, leading by example, with those warriors of Rohan backed up by the pikemen, the men-at-arms of Dol Amroth. And as we go along the lines, we can see that the Rohirrim are making up that centre left flank. So of course the objective of both forces is to seize Sam and Frodo from the middle here. We're going to roll for turn 1 priority. Connor and the forces of good is the blue dice. What's he going to get? And he gets a 3. And yellow dice for evil gets a 3. We've got a re-roll here. Tension everybody in the dead marshes. We get a 2 for the forces of good. And 3. Turn 1 priority is going to go to evil. So here we go. At the start of Steve's movement phase, he has called to heroic channel with his shaman, but we're going to start off on this right flank where the Troll Chieftain, he can cross that difficult ground. It's less than half of his height there. In the meantime, his bodyguard's moving up over there. And Steve's just rushing all of his orcs up in the middle here, getting ready to advance towards the objective there, Frodo and Sam quivering in their boots. And that also means that the shaman is ready to cast, so he's used 2 here. 2 points of will to cast, needs a 4+. Oh, and it's a double 2. Used his might. So Fury has not cast. The orcs might be in trouble already.
You do it on 1.
And now Fury has failed. Steve is moving up the rest of his centre line. They're a little bit worried about when those battle lines clash. So now the centre's moved up, it's the time for the cavalry on this left flank, the Mouth of Sauron, leading them towards the good lines. And that ends the movement for the forces of evil. We're going to go over to the forces of good. And Connor's going to start things off by moving his cavalry up full over on this right flank, meeting the challenge of the Mouth of Sauron and his cavalry bodyguard. And the front rank of warriors of Minas Tirith, they're actually going to be walking up full. And then in the meantime, the rangers behind them are going to be moving up half. And they've got these knights in their sights. And for all the warriors in the centre, whether they be from the fiefdoms or from Rohan, they're all going to be moving up full. They're full 6 inches, apart from Damrod, who's going to be moving up half. Again, he's got the shots in mind. Don't follow the lights. Don't follow the lights. Nope. Precious. Don't follow the lights. And that's it for good movement, which means we're going to go to the shooting phase. And it's only the forces of good who've got shots. So first up, it's going to be Beregond and the 4 Rangers of Gondor shooting through at the Mouth of Sauron. So they all need 4+ here to hit. And Beregond misses, but we get 2 hits from the Rangers. Also rider. And we get 1 on the horse and 1 on the rider. So let's roll the 1 on the rider first. Okay, so he is defense 5. He's defense 5, Mouth of Sauron. Really? Wow, that's poor. Okay, so you need a 6. Need a 6 for your strength 2 bow. Oh, and you don't get it. So 1 on his horse. Now, is it an armoured horse? Yeah. So again, we need a 6 here. Need a 6. Oh, and it's a 5. And the Mouth of Sauron remains unscathed. Next up, it's Damrod trying to do what the other warband couldn't. Yeah, and he'll need a 4 to hit. And he doesn't do it. Now, he does have a point of might. Are you going to use that to hit?
No,
Good call. So that's it. There's nothing in throwing spear range, and there are no combats. This is our Dead Marshes board, and this is our 2 armies and the battle for the Dead Marshes. Let's roll for turn 2 priority. Who's going to get it? Blue dice for good gets a 1, and it's going to go to the forces of good. So nothing has been called at the start of the movement phase, but we're coming here because the Knight of Minas Tirith, they're going to be trying to charge at some of their Morgul Knight counterparts. Okay, so they've got courage of 3, haven't they? Is that right? Courage 3? Yeah. So here we go. The first one here, trying to charge Knight at the end. He fails. Next one's going to try and do the same, I presume.
Yeah.
He makes it. He loves it. So you want to move him in. He's going to go around the flank there. And the next one along, he's going to try and charge. And he loves it. He's going to get in. So he charges. And he's going to go in on that one there. And then, assuming this last one is in range, we're going to check that. He is.
No. Yeah.
Oh no. No, he's not. No, he's out of range. So he's just going to go in behind. Like so. And we're going to carry on with the rest of good movements. And the rest of this right flank is just going to move up full towards the knights who approach. And now the right flank has advanced. It's the turn of the left flank, and they've got the Troll Chieftain, leader of this Mordor force, in their sights. And now it's the time of the centre, and they're just going to be advancing up. Aemma leading the way up towards the orcs, and ultimately the objective as well. And that's the Battle of the Dead Marshes. After good movement, we are on to the evil movement now. So we're going to start off with these Morgul Knights, and they're going to be charging in around on that Knight of Minas Tirith there, putting him in a bit of jeopardy, trying to trap him. And then the next one's just going to move up, so we've got a 2-on-1 here. And then we've also got the Mouth of Sauron. Now he's going to move up towards the hedge there, and he's going to be rolling a jump test to try and get over. Okay, so don't roll a 1. He rolls a 4, which means he does make it to the other side. It's a difficult terrain, but into base contact as well with that knight there. So that's it for the cavalry movement of the evil forces over on this left flank. Let's move along the battle lines. And so we've got this orc who's going to move up towards Frodo and Sam, trying to cut them off as they're trying to escape from the force of evil. The Troll Chieftain over there has declared that he's stooping for a stone. So he's going to try and bring some misery to those warriors of Rohan with throwing spears. In the meantime, some of this orc battle line is going to shift across to that right flank. As you can see there, the Shaman as well, but he's saving his final point of will. And then we've got the orcs here in the centre who are going to rush up to meet the challenge of the men that face them. So that is it for the movement of both sides, and that means that we're coming into shooting phase. Now the Rangers on the right flank have moved full, but of course we do have the throwing spear contingent of the forces of Rohan. So we're going to start off with the 4 warriors here, and they're actually going to be targeting first up the front rank here and then working behind to the spearmen. So they have moved, so they need 5s. And this is why I don't take throwing spears, everybody. Let's go straight into the throwing spear of Aemma. So remember, 8-inch range. Now he will need a 5 as well. Yeah, he's only got a shoe. Yeah. You're not going to use all 3 points of might to do that. No. So that's it for the throwing spears in the centre. Very, very ineffective, but we might have some over on this left flank. And we do actually have 1 throwing spear here that's in range to throw through the bush, and he's going to try and target the orc on the end there. So he has moved, so he will need a 5+ here, and it's a 3, not a single hit. Not a single hit. So that is our battlefield after the shooting phase. We're going to go down. Oh no, it's not! He stooped for a stone. So here we go, it's the Troll Chieftain. He's got a 5+ to hit. He's targeting just the guys up front. Yep, so here we go, 5+. Oh, he gets a 6. He gets a 6. So this is a strength.
Got in the way for that, are we?
I think you can fully see him.
I can see full.
Fully see him.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. 3+ length bag.
So here we go. We'll need a 3+ here. 3+ to wound him. And it's a 3. And we've got our first casualty. The warrior Rohan has been slain. Blood has been spilt this day. We are going to go into the combat phase. So at the start of the combat phase, Mouth of Sauron is using his only point of might to call a heroic combat here. So I'm guessing the knight who charged is going to be using his lance, and the other knight who didn't charge will be fainting. I'm guessing that they've got a sword on them, sword on the side of them. So here we go. So we're going to see, because the lower fight value is the Knight of Minas Tirith. So what do they get in the combat? He rolls a 2. It's not strong. It's not strong. So Mouth of Sauron is the yellow dice.
Yep.
Not that it matters at this point, and you do get a 6, so you are going to take that. Now the knight can back away here, so he's going to back away an inch. So we're going to start off with the Mouth of Sauron's 2 strikes. I'm guessing you're going for the guy, and you are strength 4, so you will need 5s. And
Boom.
slaughtered. So a Knight of Minas Tirith has been felled, and the Mouth of Sauron and his Morgul Knight ally are going to get to continue their charge. So the Mouth of Sauron and the Morgul Knight have decided to really focus their attention on 2 knights who are here. So that's what they've done with the heroic combat. So which combat would we like to do next? We do this one on the left. It doesn't really...
Both trapped anyway, so...
No, because one of them will end up not being trapped by the looks of it.
Both trapped.
Okay, but they are at this point. But if one gets killed, they might not be.
It's Connor's choice, yeah.
Connor's choice. Yep. So we're going to go for that one first. Now you have the lower fight value. You only get 1 because you're versus other cavalry. So 1 dice. Here we go. So you lose. Okay, so you are trapped. So you got. Now you did charge the first one, didn't you?
Yes.
You did charge the first one.
He's got lance now.
Okay. So here we go.
Oh no,
No, two will have lance. 2 will have the lance. So they are strength 3, but they will need 4s. Sorry, 5s.
So 2 of the lance.
Why are you rolling 4 dice?
He's just trapped.
Oh yeah, sorry. So these are 2 of the lance, needing 5s. And yeah.
Yep.
So that Knight of Minas Tirith goes down, which means that we're going to move straight on to our next combat here.
Fainting that one. I didn't charge.
Okay, so you're going to feint with this one. What do you get? You get a 5, it's not too bad.
The normal 2, I believe.
The normal 2?
No, they lance aren't they?
They're lances, so they charge, yeah.
So trapped.
No, you just roll for your fight first.
Alright, yeah, so Mouth of Sauron.
Mouth of Sauron, no. And then the other 2. Oh! And they are going to have to back away. So you've got a single strike here. What are you going to go for?
I'll go for the mouth.
You're going to go for the mouth?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going for the Mouth of Sauron here. He's defense 5, so you will need 5s here.
Rerolling ones, I fainted.
Oh, and it's a 4. It's not good enough, but he has fought them back. Will that be enough to stem the tide over on the left flank? And I believe that is it for combat. So that is our battlefield before we go into turn 3, I believe. Here we go. Let's roll for turn 3. Priority. It's a 2 for good. It's a cocked dice for evil. And it's a 6 for evil, so it is going to go to evil. So here we go, we are at the start of the movement phase, and Connor has decided to call heroic moves with both Beregond and also with the Captain of Dol Amroth in the centre. That hasn't been countered by Steve, of course. The Mouth of Sauron used his point of might for the heroic combat. So here we go, we do have Beregond. Beregond has got bodyguard. So Beregond doesn't need to roll a courage test to charge in. I'm guessing he's bodyguarded Aomer, your leader. Yeah. So here we go. So he's going to move up and charge there, but we are going to have some more courage tests.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to start off with this Warrior of Minas Tirith here, courage test. And he's in, so he's going to move in. And he will be, of course, these guys will come around and support both of them. And then we've got the next one who's going to come in here. And he loves it as well. He makes it in. With courage 3. So he's going to get himself into position. And he's going to be supported by that one. And then this guy here is going to try and charge him. And he loves it. He gets in. It's a wonderful effort. And he's going to be supported by, he could be supported by either. There we go. He's going to go in. And you're just going to pop him in there. And then you've also got the movement of this knight who was in. And what's he going to go for? A few options here. He's going to try and charge in against the 3 of them here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. And he makes it in. So he's going to go in, he's going to tie up as many of those as he can. I think he can get into all 3. No, just 2. Just two. Brilliant. So there we go. That's the first heroic move. We're going to go over to the Captain of Dol Amroth's one now. So of course the Captain of Dol Amroth must move first, and he's just going to charge in against the orc there on the right hand side. But we're going to stay in because we do have some throwing spears. So we're going to start off with this guy over here who's going to be trying to charge this orc. Throwing spear because he'll be moving.
5.
Need a 5 to hit, and he doesn't do it. So he's going to go there, and of course he will be supported like so. With the 2. Fantastic. And then we're going to come over here because we've got the next throwing spear coming in. Needing a 5. And it hits. Okay, it's defense 5, so you'll need another 5. Oh, and a throwing spear works! I never thought I would see the day. An orc has been slain. Of course, no fury to save him. He gets to continue his charge. And he's going to go into both of them, yeah. Okay, so then we got the throwing spear down on that end, going for the guy on the end, even a 5. And this one doesn't get. And of course, all the appropriate supports will be moving up. So we'll come back after that's been done. And Aomer has seen his objective. He's going to be darting over towards the marsh there, and he's going to end his movement in contact with the 2 hobbits, which means at the end of his movement we get to see if he effectively digs up the prize. Does he manage to persuade Frodo and Sam to come with him and save them? He doesn't. So they will stay exactly where they are. We're going to carry on with the rest of the heroic move. So that's it for the heroic move in the centre, which means we're over to the evil movement. And the first thing Steve is going to try and attempt to do is move this orc warrior into contact with Sam. And at the end, does he manage to dig up the prize on a 4+? It does. So Frodo and Sam have been captured by that orc there, who we are going to mark. We're going to remove those from play, so we know that orc's got them, and we're going to carry on with the rest of evil movements. So as you can see, we've marked that orc with a loom band, and in the meantime, the orcs here are going to move round and attempt to charge Aomer, which they can do. And the shaman's going to go in behind, and the orc troll chieftain, he's going to be moving up towards the centre now. And we've got this Morgul knight who's going to be moving around the left flank and charging in to the 2 rangers there. And we've also got the Mouth of Sauron, and the Mouth of Sauron, he's going to be charging around into the ranger in support back there. And most of the orc centre has just shuffled up to complete the movement for the forces of evil, which means that we're going to go back over to the movement of the forces of good. And we're going to start things off with this Knight of Minas Tirith here, and he is going to be moving up, and he's going to be trying to charge in on the Mouth of Sauron. Now, there is a courage test to take before he does that.
It doesn't cause terror, does it?
No,
Mouth of Sauron doesn't cause terror.
Oh, I thought it did.
What the what? How crazy. So yeah, so he's going to charge in there, and then of course we also have the Men of Rohan over on that left flank, who are going to be moving up. And that's it for the Warriors of Rohan, who've moved up there, and they are also going to be the only ones to shoot. And so they're going to be shooting. Who are they going to be shooting?
The Troll Chieftain.
So you're going to start off, you're going to shoot the Troll Chieftain?
Yeah.
Okay. With all of them?
There's 3 there on 2 cards.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so here we go.
5s.
You do 5s. You get 2 hits, okay? Now, the Mordor Troll Chieftain is defense 7.
8.
Defense
6,
8.
5 4s.
No. So it doesn't get it. So the opportunity perhaps missed to kill the orc carrying the prize, and those 2 there can't shoot. Would they be able to shoot this orc here? Is that 8 inches away? Without the in the way? Yeah, you can hit him. Okay, so needing a 5 to hit. He hits, and needing a 5. Oh, and it's a 1. And there we go. So our Battle of the Dead Marshes continues on. We are, of course, now going to go into the combat phase. So we're going to start off the combats over on the Gondorian right flank here with the 2 rangers who've been charged by the Minas Morgul Knight, the Morgul Knight. So we're going to start off with the charge. He's using his lance, I expect. Yep. And he's going to roll, and he's going to set the bar out almighty. It's a 4, so there is a chance here. Oh, and they only get a 3, so they will be knocked down. So first 2 strikes on the first ranger. I think it's 2 strikes, it's 4 strikes. No, it's not, it's 2 strikes. It doesn't kill him. And the next one on the same one, and he does go down there with the 4. So 1 ranger bites the dust and the other is knocked over. We'll carry on with the rest of the combats. So we're down to the combat between the knights here, and the Knight of Morgul, who has been charged, he's going to be using his sword. But the other one, of course, who did charge will be using his lance. So we're going to start off with Yukon, your lower fight value. Yep. What do you get? And you got a 4, okay? But it's nowhere near as good as a 6. Now, he can back away, so he's not trapped. The one who used the lance will need a 5 here.
If you used the lance, he charged both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you charged both of them. Good stuff.
So only one was fainting.
Only one was fainting. Okie dokie. So needing a 6 here, re-rolling 1s on this one. And he goes down with a burst attempt. Wow. So the Gondor cavalry has been pretty decimated. Let's see what will happen with the rest of the combats. So the next combat is indeed the Morgul Knight here against Beregond, who will be fainting, 2 warriors of Minas Tirith will be fainting, and then of course the fight for being led by the Ranger of Gondor behind. Let's see what the Knight gets. Oh no, let's not. Let's see what the Force of Good get. What they set the bar at, they get the 6 and a wonderfully cocked. Look at that, everybody, very, very rare. So, single attempt here. You must roll a 6. Will he do it? Oh, it's a 3, it's not good enough. Now, you can back away here. Now, Beregond with his single attack will need a 5 re-rolling ones. He doesn't do it. The 2 warriors of Minas Tirith will need 6s re-rolling ones. That's cocked. No. Okay, and then your spear support will need a 6. Oh, and he survives. He survives. Can you Adam and Eve it? Here we go. We've got the Morgul Knight here, and we've also got the Warrior of Minas Tirith. Warrior of Minas Tirith has lower fight value, so he of course will be fainting. So what does he get? He sets the bar at a 5. It's pretty strong. You'll need a 6 here, or a 5. Oh, and you don't get it. So no need for your banner reroll there, Clive. So you're going to strike the man?
Yes.
Yeah. So needing a 6 here. Can you do it? Oh! And the Morgul Knight has been slain. And perhaps it really does hang in the balance over on this flank. So finally, we've got the Mouth of Sauron here. Remember, the Mouth of Sauron's only fight 4, right? Only fight 4. And you, of course, got fight 4 because of the Ranger. Now, you did charge in with your Knight of Minas Tirith, which, of course, you'll be using your lance there. Yeah. So let's see. What do you set the bar at? A 5. Okay, not bad at all, And Steve rolls with his 2. He's got a 3 high so far. Yes. Gets a 6. However, there is a banner there. The banner, Minas Tirith. Oh, and it forces the roll up. Now, it was Steve's priority.
Yeah.
So Steve, you're going to roll the dice. On 1 to 3, it's going to go to you being evil.
Yeah.
On a 4 to 6, it's going to go to Connor and the Forces of Good. I smell a 6. Oh, it's a 3, goes to evil. So they are going to back away. There we go, moves away. Okay, so here we go.
First one on the Ranger.
First one on the Ranger. You'll need a 4. And you do it. He's going to go. Ranger goes down. And in the 5 on the Knight. Oh, with no fainting there. So the Knight survives, but it really is hanging in the balance over on this flank. Let's move over to the combats in the centre of this battlefield. First combat of the centre, we have got the Warrior of Rohan with his 2 Dol Amroth Pike supports versus a Piercing Striking Orc. The Piercing Striking Orc is going to set the bar with a mighty 5. That's not bad. So 3 dice here to get a 5 or more. Oh, and they do it. So the Piercing Strike is going to go down to... You're going to go down by 2, so you are now defense 3s, which means these guys will all need...
Just wrote Rohan Monkeys.
No. Rolling dice one at a time is never a good idea. Okay, but the pikemen do take him out. And we've got our first casualty here in the centre. So over here we've got a bashing orc, which is interesting, with his spear support, and we've also got a Warrior of Rohan with his 2 Dol Amroth Pike supports. We've got 2 more pike supports, one of which is a banner, so we need a -1 for that dice, and we've also got a fainting captain, because you might as well, because you're already fight 4. The orcs, what do they set the bar at? 2 dice here. They're going to set it at a 3. Okay, so -1 on the blue here, and the captain being the yellow dice for might, and you do take it. Or re-roll with your banner, because you're within 3 inches. Do you get it? Oh, it's a 6! So you've got to re-roll one of yours for your banner. You need a 6 here to win. It's a 4. It's a 4. So no good. Okay, so these guys are all going to back away.
Captain's on his butt.
You've got to roll your... You've got...
Oh, is it 4?
No, that's stun. That's stun. So for bash, you both roll a dice. You get +1 at the start.
Oh, you add your strength.
And you add your strength to it. Okay, so you're going to roll, and you're going to roll a 5, which becomes a 6. Okay. And you get a 5, which is a 5, which means I believe that you're beaten. We're going to check the rules for that, but we believe that the captain has been knocked over. So there is also a +1, of course, for the Dol Amroth captain, because he is 1 higher strength, but the bash rule says equal or higher. So we have got a knockdown Dol Amroth captain. Very interesting. Very rarely do you see bash, but there you go. It's there in action. And you've also got a strike now, which becomes double strikes with the spear support. Now the Dol Amroth Captain is defense 7, because you've got a shield and heavy armour, so you do need 6s here. And you don't get any, but you do have a knockdown Dol Amroth Captain, which could have an impact on the next turn. So the next combat, we've got a piercing two-handed hawk. Are you going two-handed?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, good stuff. That's going to be the yellow dice. Okay, with his support, and then we've also got the Dol Amroth Pikeman, and we've also got the Warrior of Rohan. What do you set the bar at? Yellow dice is the two-handed here. Yeah, 2 highest.
We've got a banner.
You get a 4 highest. There is a banner in range though. Okay, so re-rolling this one.
Not the pike.
You need a 5 or more. You don't get it. You don't get it. So the piercing strike goes down to strength. You go down by defense. So you go down to defense 3 there, 'cause no shield. Okay, so you will need 4s. 4s with the 3 dice, and you get it just. So an orc in the center bites the dust. Next up is the turn of the mighty Eomer Marshal of the Riddermark, who is going to feint. He's got his 2 Dol Amroth supports, and we've got a piercing striking orc, and we've also got 2-handed piercing striking orc. We'll set the bar, because of course high fight value, the Dol Amroth. 2-handed is the red dice. What does he get? And there's a 6 there. So Eomer is the which colour dice?
Yellow.
The yellow dice.
Yep.
Oh, no way! Okay, so it is down to you. Are you going to use 3? It's nowhere near.
You need support in the combat. It's any support.
Is it 3 inches away?
300.
Brilliant. Okay, so re-roll if it's 3 inches. We'll trust you. Is it 3 inches?
I don't think it is.
That looks a long way.
No, it is. Yeah.
Oh, is it 3 inches? Good stuff. Okay.
No.
No, it wasn't good enough. So are you going to use 3 points of might with Eomer?
No.
No. Okay, so we've got the 2-handed piercing strike. You can back away, so that's fine. Okay.
The 2-handed goes up by.
Goes up by. So it goes up by 3, so it's now strength 6. Now, Eomer's defense 7, so you would need 5s, but it becomes 4s.
4s.
So 4s on this 1 dice. And the next piercing strike goes up by 3, needing 5s.
Oh.
That was your chance. That was your opportunity.
And Shaman supporting.
Oh, Shaman in support. Okay.
6s.
Straight 6.
Needing 6s. Unlucky. So Eomer gets away by the skin of his teeth, and I believe that ends the combat phase. This Battle of the Dead Marshes, am I right?
Yeah.
We are right. So far, in review, the orcs have the prize, but will they have it next turn? We're going into turn 4. Priority, who's it going to go to? Roll in here. Evil get a 5. And it's going to go to Evil. So Connor has made the decision not to heroic move. I repeat, not heroic move. So the guy with the prize moving on. And remember, you've got to get it off your opponent's board edge. It's modified, so he's the prize. So just bear that in mind before you start. But he's still going to move back there. Try and allow a little bit of room, perhaps, for Mr. Troll Chieftain. And the Troll Chieftain, with the waterfall in the background on this beautiful Dead Marshes board, is going to charge in to the Warrior Rohan over on their left flank. And Steve's just going to be moving some of the orcs from the back rank here, just going to lend a little bit of support to the Troll and that right flank as they try and get the prize of the opponent's board edge. So as you can see in the orc centre, they've managed to get quite a few in to block up the forces of good from coming down that centre, including a charge on Dol Amroth Captain, and Eomer has been tied up as well. We're going to come in because over on the evil left flank we have a few charges that need to happen. So we're going to start off, and we've got that 1 charge there from the Morgul Knight against the Ranger. We've then got the next charge here against the...
I'm not too sure, give us a second.
No pressure. So we're actually coming in because Steve has decided to use the Mouth of Sauron, who of course is a caster, and he's going to be trying to transfix Beregond before the knights decide what they're doing. Now he's got 4 will, he's going to use 2 of them here, and he needs a 4+ to transfix, I believe. 3+. 3+ to transfix. Double 6s. Now Beregond does have a single point of will. He's out of his might though. You need a 6. Will you resist? It was close, but no cigar. And after that transfix, as you can see, Beregond has been left well alone as the Morgul Knights and their leader, the Mouth of Sauron, try to kill all of the troops in this area. Everything's been charged, and that is it for evil movement, which means that we're going over to the Rohirrim over on that left flank, who are going to try and charge. So we've got The first one there, courage test. He's courage 3 and loves it. Just he gets in. He will be throwing a throwing spear on his way round.
Yeah, that's friendly, not. He's just going into troll.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we've already got the combat. So, and the next one's going to also try, and he doesn't make it. He doesn't make it.
And this guy.
So you do difficult terrain to go over that. So 2 will become 4. No, it's not a jump test.
No.
So the 2 inches there will become 4, and then you should have 2 inches left.
Yeah.
You don't need to,
Courage
you need to do your courage test first,
Fails.
but you fail anyway, so you're there. That's it.
Wonderful.
There you go.
They'll stay there.
And he's going to stay there. And then you've got some bits to move in the centre here, and we'll come back after that those bits of movement with any shooting that is required. And this is our board at the end of all of the movements. So as you can see, it's all hitting the fan. We only have 1 shot here. We've got a Warrior Rohan over here, or 2 shots, sorry. 3 shots? Who's the third?
Yeah, troll chief, remember he's not charged. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. So we got the 3 there,
Yeah.
who are going to be shooting at the Shaman back here. Okay, so they will need 5s to hit. Oh, 4s to hit, because they haven't moved. So 4s to hit. We got 2 hits. Okay, now the Shaman is defense 4. Defense 5, so needing 5s here. And you do get 1. Okay, now Fury isn't up, and you do a Fate. So, Fate point, needing a 4+. And you don't get it. The Shaman takes a wound. The Shaman is down to a single wound. We'll mark that off now. And that will be it for shooting, so we will go to the combat phase. At the start of the combat phase, the Troll Chieftain, the Mordor Troll Chieftain, has decided to call a heroic combat. Now he is in range of the Taskmaster at last. So will he get this for free on a 4+? He will. Let's have a little look. And he doesn't, unless you want to use one of the Taskmaster's points of might.
Don't think you can on that, can you?
You can't? Are you sure?
I wouldn't anyway.
Okay, so he doesn't get it for free. So the Troll Chieftain is down to 2 might now. 1 might. He's down to 1 might. Now we are doing that combat first because it is a heroic combat. So it's 2 versus 1. You also do have your support. You're going to shield with both. So what do you set the bar at with yours? Here.
Wonderful.
That's terrible. Troll Chieftain is of course the 3 yellow dice, and wow, you do take it, but on fight value only. So there we go. So Steve's going to decide exactly what he's going to do. So here we go, Steve's going to start off and he's going to do the spear, who is going to try and get this guy here. Okay, so needing a 5. Needing a 5. If you get a 5, then I can see a hurl coming. If not, then probably not. Let's have a little look. A 5+. Oh, point of might! Last point of might!
That's with the spearman.
Oh yeah. Can't do it, never mind. Okay, so here we go. So you've got 2 more strikes left. I'm guessing they're going to go
3 from the troll.
Oh, 3, sorry, from the troll. I'm guessing they're just going to go between the 2 of them.
I think,
Yep.
3s, yeah.
Yep, so needing 3s. Yep,
I need 2 3s for the heroic combat to work.
2 3s for the heroic combat to work. Gets 2 4s. Okay, the 2 are going to go down, and that means the troll is going to get to continue his movement. He's just going to now move into the corner there, and of course he hasn't done a brutal power attack, which means that in the next combat he may be able to. We're going to stay on camera. We don't normally like these long shots because we're going to go for that now. So you've got 1.
I'm going to go 3. Fine.
Are you going to shield? Or no, he's going for it. 2. Okay, the 3 here. All 1s? No. So you decide to hurl.
Yes.
In a nice line, going this way that clips all of them. Okay, so how far does it go? The difference in strength is your strength 7. Yep, and your strength 3. So 4 inches plus 1, so 5 inches. It's far enough. So he's going to go to there. He says 1 strength 5 hit first.
Strength 6.
Strength 6, sorry. You always get confused between Sorcerer's Blast and hurl. So this will need
4s.
No. And 3 strength 3s here, needing 5s. Oh, he survives. Now each of these are now going to take a strength 3 hit. So starting off with the guy on that far end of the marsh, needing a 5.
5s.
Yep. Next one, needing a 5. Yep. Next one, needing a 5. 3 6s in a row. Oh no. But he is going to be knocked down like so. So pretty good. Not quite as good as you wanted, but pretty good. Pretty good. So with that, that's the combats over on the evil right flank. We're going to move on to the next combats. So we're back into the centre of the battlefield, and we have got a captain of Dol Amroth who has been forced to his knees by the bashing orc. So we've got 3 dice from those, but we're going to start off. The orcs going to be fighting normally. We've got 2 attacks here. What do they get? A 5 highest. A 5 highest. So
Yellow.
captain's yellow. He gets a 6, and you are going to stand back up. You're also going to get 2 strikes from your support. Okay, so your 2 strikes. He is defense 5, so you will need 5s here. And you smash him out. So the orc who successfully bashed the captain, he got a little bit too big for his boots, and he has been smashed, and the captain Dolanov stands back up. Next up, we've got 2 orc spearmen, one of which is supporting, and they've got lower fight value. So what do they get versus the 3 good warriors? They get 3, so we've got the 2 Dolanov, and we've also got the warrior. They get a 6, and they take it. Okay, so you've got the 3 strikes here.
I've got my banner.
No, it doesn't matter, his fight value is more.
Oh,
They're fine. Okay, so you will need 5s here. 5s?
No.
Oh, it's terrible. We're going to move straight down the line to the next one.
He's gonna bash.
He's going to bash.
The same one again, knocking down one.
So he's going to do the bash plus the spear support, and then we've got you've got 2 dice.
Yeah.
So let's see what the evil get first. They set the bar with a 5. You set the bar with a 4, but you do have banner.
Yep.
So your banner is in range. Oh, and evil take it. Evil take it. So you want to do your bashing one first. So you're bashing dice. You roll, and you get. You're both the same strength.
Yeah, so it's
It's 1. It's cocked, and you take it. So you are now going to be knocked down by that bash in the centre, and then you got the double strikes from the spearmen, who are in 5s.
it's over.
And you just get it
It's like
there.
I had a magnet in my pocket.
So another warrior Rohan has bitten the dust. So next up, we've got the combat versus AMR. We've got a combat versus AMR. So we've got a 2-handed piercing strike orc plus the 2 in support, and you've also got the shaman in support as well. 2-handed piercing strike is blue. What do you get? You get the 6. Okay.
AMR is yellow.
AMR is yellow. One of your guys will be in range here. Okay, so you need the 6.
No.
Oh no! So, and
He's trapped.
he's not trapped because.
Yeah,
He is trapped.
Oh yeah, he is trapped. So Amor is trapped. So 2-handed piercing strike. The piercing strike goes up to. Wow. Goes up by 1.
So strength 4.
Strength 4. We
You
need
need
6s.
5.
It becomes 5s. So 5s with this one. No. And then the 3 spear supports. You've got 6 dice here, needing 6s. 6 dice needing 6s. Can you do it? 2 6s. Now, Aim and Marshal of the Riddermark has got 2 fate here and 2 wounds. So, first point of fate. Use a point of might or not?
Yeah. Oh,
It uses a point of might.
Yep. Second one.
Second one.
Passes.
A 4 and pass it. So he's now fateless and he's down a point of might. But
I
pretty
don't
bad
know
there. You certainly do. That was pretty bad there for Marshal of the Riddermark. Ooh.
Well, I don't know. We use them anyway.
And we go straight into the next combat here. We've got the 2 pikemen versus the piercing striking.
Shielding.
Oh, you're going to shield. Okay, so shielding orc sets the bar with a mighty 5. Can you do it? And you take it with a 6. Okay, so nearly 5s. And you do. So the orc in the swamp has bitten the dust. He's gone to join the dead marsh spectres in the dead marshes. And we've only got one more combat in the centre. We've got, of course, this one over here. So we've got a fainting orc. The fainting.
Shielding.
Oh, you're shielding. Okay, shielding.
Oh, I just rolled my dice.
Yep. So that's cocked. Do you want to re-roll that? Okay. So you take here, and banner will be in range of your guy at the rear there. So here we go. No. Okay. So you are going to have to back away. And that's it for the centre. We're going to come back with a flank attack. Okay, so we've got the charging Morgul Knight here against the Ranger on the floor. Ranger on the floor has got 1 attack. He's going to go first. Oh, he gets a 1 terrible rolling from Connor. And yeah, no banner in range there. Okay, so you're going to get 4 dice here. Now, you are strength 3, so you would need 5s, but it becomes 4s because of your charging lance. 4s will kill the Ranger, and 2 will certainly do the trick. The Ranger of Gondor. Dice. So of course Beregond isn't in this combat, he's transfixed, but we do have the charging Morgul Knight against the 2 fainting warriors of Minas Tirith. Now we'll do you first because you are lower fight value. So what do you get? So needing a 6 here to take this, Steve. And it's not good enough and no banner there. So you back away, we've got the 2 fainting. So you do need 6s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, and it's not enough. It's not enough. So not enough in that situation there. Next up, we're going to go for the Morgul Knight, which you should have done first really, but the Morgul Knight versus the Banner and the one there. So the Banner is going to be the blue dice. He's going to go first. You're going to... okay.
Three.
So you got a 3. Morgul Knight gets a 6. So they're both going to be knocked down.
I could draw, because he's 5-4.
You certainly could draw with a real Banner. Oh, and he does it. So it was Steve's priority. On a 1 to 3, this goes to evil. On a 4 to 6 to good. It's due a good one. But it's evil on the table edge.
Just stays off.
Okay, so the first 2 strikes on the Banner. The Banner did have a shield, I believe, so becomes a... You need a 5 here. No, next 2 strikes on the Banner, needing a 5. Yes. So the Banner goes down. He's not in base contact with anyone who can take it. So we move on to the next combat. Next up, we've got the Knight of Minas Tirith versus the Morgul Knight. Knight of Minas Tirith, 1 dice. He gets a 3. Ooh. Are you rolling 2 dice?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
On a 1 to 3, it's a 1, and on a 4 to 6, it was the 4.
Fair dues.
Yeah, the overtime.
It was the 4. It was the 4. There we go. So you do win that combat, Steve. Okay, so you will need...
You got his lance, you got your charge.
Yeah, did you charge? You charged.
Yeah, I charged.
Yep. So here we go. So you need a 5 here, a 5 to wound him. And it's enough. So Knight of Minas Tirith goes down. And there we go. That is our battle of the Dead Marshes after the combat phase, barring 1 combat, which is the Mouth of Sauron versus a fainting Warrior of Minas Tirith. Fainting what? Are you going to shield or are you going for it?
I'm going for it.
He's going for it. 1 dice. It's a 5. It's a 5. It's strong.
200 as well.
It takes it. Just nice. Okay. So you would need a 5. It becomes a 4, and you've got 6 dice needing 4s here.
Yeah.
You do. You get it.
Splat. Told you he's a lad. 200.
Wow. There we go.
So send this text, mate.
So that's how it's looking. Now, I think it's really going to come down to priority here. There's an opportunity for, of course, Frodo and Sam to be taken off the board with heroic marches. I think if the Force of Evil manage to get to this area here unimpeded, I think we'll call it. So here we go, rolling for priority. Good get a 4. Evil get a 2. It's going to go to good. So here we go, the Force of Evil decided not to call anything. So we have got a Warrior Rohan on the floor here who is going to attempt to pin down the troll. Courage 3. He doesn't make it, so he stays on the floor. I'm guessing you're going to do the same with the next one.
Passes.
And he does pass, so he's going to make it now. As he moves in, throwing spear, in 5+, he gets it. Strength 3 versus defense 8, 6 by 4. No, he doesn't do it, but he does manage to charge in. There we go. I'm going to carry on with the rest. A good movement.
Test.
Is he going to? He's going to
Swim test.
Yeah.
a swim test.
I've got a roll 4.
Okay, swim test because he's in shallow water.
Can move full, actually.
So just to explain, this is not deep water. This is shallow water. So he's only going to get to that position there. The 6 didn't count. I didn't know what was going on. So in the centre here we've got the Warrior Rohan who is going to attempt to throw a spear right into the Orc who is in the middle. As he moves in, he rolls a 3 and it's not good enough, but he is going to complete his charge. And we're going to do the same over on this side while we're still in. Need a 5. Oh, he doesn't get in, but he's going to move into that position. And Aemma does have a throwing spear, doesn't he?
Yeah,
pay for it.
I'll throw into him.
So you're going to throw into him.
5. No.
And it's a 1. So the throwing spear doesn't pay off, but he is going to charge him.
Yeah.
So with everything needing to be moved, being moved in the centre, we come over onto this flank, and Damrod has charged the Mouth of Sauron, offering the challenge. We do have some courage tests to take here. We're going to start off with this ranger here, who's going to be trying to take courage test to charge into him.
Yep.
He passes it, so he's going to get up, move half, and go into the side of him. We've got this Warrior of Minas Tirith who's going to try and charge him. And he makes it. He loves it. We've got this one here. Well, I guess Baragon can just charge in as a bodyguard.
Yep.
On there, and this Warrior of Minas Tirith to complete a full set. Oh, he loves it! And all of them have managed to get in here and pin down the Morgul cavalry. Will this be their undoing? We're going to move on to... That's it for Orc movement as well. Have you already moved? Was it your priority?
No,
You've not moved, have you?
I don't know.
You've not moved.
I've not moved.
We're going to move on to evil movement. And of course, Steve recognising that as long as the troll can do his business here and he can move the prize out to the flank with the Taskmaster in tow, that if the Rohirrim warriors here are killed, there is very, very, very little chance that the forces of good will be able to catch him as he takes the prizes off of the right flank here. So that is going to end it for movement. I don't think there's any shooting. There's no shooting.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we do have. We've got one shot here because he did stand up and move out and he didn't try and charge anyone. So he's going to try and get the Shaman, try and finish Shaman off. Need a 5. Oh, it's another one from Connor, whose rolling has been delightful. We need to get some Hot Gates Gaming dice. Make sure you get on Patreon to support that, everybody can get those. So there we go. That is it for shooting. We're going to go into the combat phase. So at the start of the combat phase, Connor decided to call a heroic combat, taking Aimer down to 1 might, and the captain of Dalamoth is now down to 0. And Steve decided to counter. He's used his last point of might with the Troll Chieftain, but he does need to see if the Taskmaster gives it to him for free on a 4+. It will do, and it doesn't. Nothing for free there. So we do need to... And you're going to call a heroic strike with Damrod as well. Good stuff. Call a heroic strike with Damrod. Okay, so we do need to see who is going to get this first. Now, priority was you, Connor. So on a 1 to 3, Steve gets to do his heroic combat first. On a 4 to 6, it goes to you. And you get to do your first one first. Not that it really matters.
No.
So Connor's starting with the Aimer combat. Who's going to feint? Might as well, because he's got the support against the 2 orcs there, the 2 orcs. So the orcs, what do they set the bar at? Because they're a lower fight value. A 6. No pressure. No pressure. Are you going to use a point of might? Are you going to do your banner reroll first?
Banner.
Banner reroll first. Oh, and the banner does it. The banner wins it. Okay, so we're going to start off with the pike on the guy in front, might as well. Needing a 5.
Yep.
Oh! And Aimer doesn't even need to use his might.
Going to both.
And he's going to go into the Shaman and the next one. We're going to go straight into that. We might as well go straight into that. Oh no, we've got to do the other heroic combat first. So here we go, we've got the Troll Chieftain. Now I'm in the thing, do we wait to see if he doesn't roll a 6? Because you've used all your might now. And it would be glorious if he doesn't roll a 6, you roll a 6. We're going to try and get that going because we've got a situation here where the Warrior of Rohan is going to go for it. So what we're going to do, you're going to roll your dice one at a time, Steve, for tension. You've got your supporting Spearman. What does he set the bar at? A 5. Okay. You've got your next Spearman, a 1, and then you've got your Chieftain one at a time.
One at a time.
One at a time.
Left foot.
A 4.
Right foot.
A 1. And a 2.
5.
So, a 6 will win this for you. A 6! Oh! Oh! The master of disaster! It was set up beautifully.
That's because you made me roll 1 at a time. Holding on to the blame.
That was wonderful. Sorry about that, Steve. It was totally worth it. Okay, so I'm guessing you're going to go for the orc.
Yeah, with Orc. Yeah.
Orc might as well. And kills the orc. Love it. The orc goes down. Warrior Rohan beats back the Troll Chieftain, leader of the Mordor forces, and kills the orc who was supporting. This could ruin. This could ruin some of your plans. No, might. Oh no, the Taskmaster's got that. Sorry. So maybe heroic will needed next time. So there we go. We're going to move on to the next heroic combat, which is the Captain of Dalamoth. So here we go. We got a captain. He might as well feint against the 2 orcs here. One of those orcs is a banner, so he will need -1 on the dice. Okay, so the -1 will be on the green dice here. What do the orcs get? They set the bar with a lower fight value of 1,
Snake eyes.
which means that you win.
You win.
You win.
No, we had a banner.
And you win.
So,
Oh, yeah, he does have a banner. That's true. That's true. Okay, so
the 6 anyway.
So you win.
you win anyway. Good stuff.
Re-rolling ones on.
Re-rolling 1s on the captain here. On the rolls, and good job. Okay, he needs 4s here, and he does it just. And he gets to carry on, and he's going to charge in against the banner and the orc support there. And we're going to go into the rest of the combats. So it was Connor's priority, so we're going to start with the combats over here on this flank where Connor managed to get all of his Ministry of Contingent to charge in. We're going to start off with this one here. We've got a fainting Warrior of Minas Tirith who's going to roll first. He's going to roll first.
I'll roll first.
He gets a 3. Okay, now you got charged. So you got charged, so here we go. You've got your next one. And you only get a 2 and there's no banner. Okay, so the Warrior of Minas Tirith takes it. He will need a 6, re-rolling 1s. Oh, re-rolling 1s, need a 6! Oh, and he doesn't do it. but the knight does back away. So that gives us an opportunity to go to the next combat here. We've got, again, exactly the same situation. We're going to start off with that Ministerial Warrior. It's a 3. You're going to roll a 2 again here, Steve. No, you get a 3. Take it on fight value. Okay, so you didn't charge or anything, but you will need 6s here. Oh, and you don't do it. You don't do it. Straight into the next combat, we have got the Ranger over here, who is matching fight value. So we're actually going to let the Knight, Minas Morgul Knight, roll first. He gets a 4. So 4 will match it. 5 plus will beat it. Oh, and he's been beaten. So you will only need a 5 here to wound that Ranger of Gondor. And you're unable to do it. Unable to do it. So not a lot of slaughter here. So we're going to go into the Baragon combat next. It's Baragon versus the Knight. Now both matching fight value. Okay, so let's see what the Knight can get first. Morgul Knight rolls a 3. Baragon gets a 6 and he takes it. So you will need a 5 as you are strength 4. A 5 will wound.
No.
Oh, you don't manage it with a 3. So finally we've got the Heroic Strike from Damrod. Now Damrod is fight 4. Now this is important to do because you might decide to feint as a result. So what do you go up to? You're up by 5, so you might as well feint.
So I'll feint, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the Mouth of Sauron. Mouth of Sauron has got just 1?
2.
2. Oh, he's got 2, yeah.
2, yeah, he's got 2. 2 attacks here. And he gets 5.
Nice.
Gets 5.
Smash you in the face, Gollum.
Yeah. Damrod gets a 1. So here we go. Damrod is defense 4, needing 4s. Oh!
It's that magnet in my pocket again.
Just. Absolutely just.
It.
So you're 1 point of feint.
Passes.
And you love it. So Damrod does survive. That's it for the battle over on this flank. Let's move to the combats elsewhere. So we're going into this combat in the centre. The first one that we're going to do in the centre here, we've got a Shielding Orc and he's up against the 3 Warriors of Good. So the Shielding Orc, what does he get? He sets the bar at a mighty 5. Can you match that or beat it? And you do. So you've got 3 strikes here. All will need 5s.
Yep.
Oh, and you wipe that orc out. Worth having a little look at the end of this, see whether we're close to breaking or not. Whether we're close to breaking or not. So we're going to move on to the next one here. We've got the 2 orcs there, the Orc Spearman who's been supported by another, versus the 3. So the 2 Orc Spearmen, what do they get?
Which one am I looking at?
With the 2 Orc Spearmen there in the middle.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the one. Okay, here we go. You roll and you get a 6. You set the bar high. Okay, so we've got the 3 here. 3 highest, but the banner is in range.
6.
Oh! How many times has that happened in this battle report? So 3 here, all needing 5s.
Yeah.
And you do get it, so another orc bites the dust. We've got the Captain of Dol Amroth versus the banner and the 1 orc there. We should have done that first really from your point of view, but it didn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so your lower fight value, banner is the green dice. What do you get? That's definitely the odds. It's happened a few times. Okay, so you've got a 3 highest. Can you beat that with your captain?
5.
You do. Now you do get your reroll here, so re-rolling your non-banner dice.
6.
Excuse me?
6.
No, so the captain is going to get that. So his first strike is going to go on the banner, needing a 4. He gets it, and the next one on the spearman.
Yep, spearman.
No, he doesn't get it. So the banner does get passed to the next combat there, and we're going to go straight on. We're going to keep rolling here. We're going to go for the 2. Oh, there's 3 because we've got 3 supported. Are you going to bash again?
Bash, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to bash again.
Me,
so what are you going to roll? Let's have a look. You've got 2 dice here. You roll. You get a 5 highest. Okay, we've got the 3.
I've got 2 because he was
Oh, is he spotting there? Yep, so you've got 2 here.
5.
And you take it, but the banner is in range. So you're going to re-roll your re-roll. Yes. 6, and you're going to re-roll your re-roll. No. Okay, so we need to do the bashing dice first. You're going to roll, and you get +1 to this. Strength is the same. So you're on a 6 at the moment. So you need to roll. Oh no, you can't. You can't. You're bashed over. So you're going to be knocked over. So you get 2 strikes here now, needing 5s.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in the back.
He's still on the floor.
And you don't do it. You don't do it. Which means that we're now going to go over and we're going to do the 2 Dol Amroth warriors there against a 2-handed piercing striking.
Yeah, let's do it.
And he's going to go for it. Okay, so you're going to set the bar with your lower fight value at a mighty. It's a 2. So double 1s here, we'll win it for Steve. 6 takes it. Piercing strike takes him down 2. Goes down by 3. Okay, so you will need
3.
No, you need 4s. Yeah, you take him. So he is going to go down. Which leaves us finally, I believe finally, with Aema versus the Shaman. I might go down here.
Piercing strike with Shaman.
You can pierce his strike with the Shaman? Yeah, he's got
everything.
unbelievable.
Shaman's
JT has given all of his troops every weapon.
Shaman's going to piercing strike and the other guy's going to bash.
The other guy's going to bash. Okay, so what are the Orcs going to roll first? Let's have a little look. What do they set the bar at? Aema, of course, has been high fight value. 6 is. Aema must, with his 2 dice, must get a 6. He's got 1 point of might.
Might.
He's going to need to use it. Okay, so is he going to try and take that final wound from the Shaman?
Yep.
Piercing strike goes down by 3.
Shaman
by
first. Yep.
That's enough. Gets the
And
Shaman
on the warrior. Yep.
and gets him. Aema does the business. So that's our battlefield. So how this goes will very much depend on priority here. Priority, if it goes to, well, it doesn't really. I think the evil side are going to take it after this turn. So let's roll for priority. 2 for the forces of good. 5 for the forces of evil. I'm guessing Steve at this point will call a heroic march and start legging it off there, and the troll will do the business. And there we go. That is going to be a victory, ultimately, to the forces of evil. Hold the phone. Stop commenting below. There is a chance here for the forces of good, because the evil force are just 3 warriors away from breaking. And of course, with the low courage, the lack of fury, there's a chance that if good manage to break, if they do manage to break the evil force, which they do have an opportunity to do here in the middle, I can actually conceive a situation where 3 orcs do die, then of course there is quite a high chance that the prize might be dropped. They might be dropped. So we are going to continue into this next turn. Steve did get priority, so we're going to go with your movement, Steve. So Steve is planning a little heroic combat here. It looks like his Taskmaster charged in. Didn't manage to get his whip off, but they've all gone in on that single Warrior Rohan. In the meantime, the Warrior Rohan on the floor has been charged by the Orcs. He's tried to reform in the centre to give himself as strong a chance as possible of not losing those 3. And over on this side, all of his knights have charged in. But we're coming in because the Mouth of Sauron is going to try and transfix Damrod. It's Damrod, not Baragon, on his way in. So he's going to use his final 2.
Final 2 will,
Needing a 3.
3, yeah.
Here we go. He gets it on a 5. Now Damrod does have a single point of will. Can he resist it?
6.
Oh, it's a 3. So he's transfixed, and the Mouth of Sauron is going to continue his charge there. So we're going to come back after good movements. So the counter charge has begun. Can the forces of good kill the 3 evil models that they need to break them and hopefully get that orc over there to drop the prize? You can see that the counter charge has occurred across the line, although they do look weakest where Frodo and Sam are being led off the board. We're going to go into the shooting phase. So we go, this is our single shot. We've got the Warrior Rohan here with a throwing weapon, who is going to try and throw into the banner. So needing a 5+ to get him. He gets him. Okay, will he kill him? No! The banner's been staying, but he is in base contact with an orc. So he's going to swap over with the orc there. And the banner is past the orc in the combat. And that's it for combat, for shooting. So we're going to go into the combat phase. At the start of the combat phase, Cool Steve has decided to call a heroic combat with his Taskmaster. We need to see if it is for free. So on a 4+, it will be. And it is! He gets it for free. So we are going to start off with that heroic combat. So the Warrior Rohan is going to...
Go for it.
He's going to go for it.
Yeah.
He did it last time, didn't he? Okay. Should we Steve roll?
I'm not rolling. No way am I rolling a 1 at a time.
Come on, 1 at a time,
No
Steve.
chance.
Okay, roll your dice. Oh, one's with my... that's cons as well.
You got a dodgy one.
Green Wolf
Okay.
Taskmaster Troll.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so here we go. Get 6, force the might. No, it's a 1. Okay, so the troll is going to rend and need 3s. Guessing. I'm just going to roll everything.
Do you double if you rend?
No.
No, so I'll just do the rends.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so heroic combat's going to continue. I'm guessing these guys are going to run as far as they can in that direction and hope that they can heroic march their way off the board before they're broken. Next up, we've got a shielding Warrior Rohan on the floor against 2-handed piercing striking orcs. They're matching fight value here. So we're going to start off with the 2-handed piercing strike, who is the blue dice plus his support. So you get 5 highest. So can the Warrior Rohan back them away. It's matched. It is matched. So it was your priority, Steve.
Yes.
It was. So on a 1 to 3, this goes to you. It's cocked.
Oh,
But it goes to good. So you get to stand back up. We're going to go straight down the line here. So we have got AMR plus the 2 supports here against the 2 orcs, one of which in the front will bash, I'm guessing, judging by form.
yes.
Okay, so what do you get, orc? It makes sense for you to feint with AMR.
Yep.
2s. But you're in banner range. 6s, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so AMR first of all, with his 2 strikes, nails you. Okay, well done. So that is number 1. 2 more.
One more.
One more.
Oh, 1 more.
Yeah.
You did. You killed his banner. Well done. So 1 more. 1 more. A mortar are broken, and the prize might not get taken off the board edge. Here we go. So on to the next combat. And in that next combat, we have got the 1 here against the 1 on the floor with the 2 supports. So what do you set the bar at? Can you get that 6? No. So here we go. What do you get? Roll your dice. You get the 5, and you take it, but there is a banner,
You win.
and you still take it. Okay, so go on the floor. You got double strikes. The defense 5, isn't he? So you need 5s. Oh,
Add them together now.
and unfortunately, you don't do it. So we're going to move straight into that next combat. We've got the Warrior of Rohan with the 2 Dol Amroth in support against a fainting orc,
Shielding up.
a shielding orc. Okay, so here we go. Shielding orc gets a 4. And it's a 4 there, but you do have your banner. A 3, so it is going to go. Okay, so you are trapped here. Okay, so this to break. Needing 5s. And you do. The orc force is broken. The game is on edge. We nearly ended the game. A little bit prematurely. We're going to go into the combat versus the Dol Amroth captain next, because you'll want him trapped, won't you? So you've got 1
2-handed piercing strike, 1 normal.
1 normal piercing strike, and then the banner. Okay, so
The normal one is the green.
what does the captain get? Can he get the 6? Oh, he does! He fires them back. So he strikes the banner first, I'm guessing.
Yeah, banner.
Needing a 4.
Yep.
Gets him.
So we'll pass it on to him.
Yeah.
I'll go for him
And
again.
again, go for him again.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets him. And that's it. The banner has gone down. The orcs are routing. They are routing. So now we've got the 2 Dol Amroth with pikes here versus the orc spearman. What do you get? A 5. Can you all get it with a 6? Oh, he does. Needing a 5. Oh yeah, you do have the banner.
You still win.
Oh, the banners have been a great part of this game so far.
5s?
Okay, here we go. Needing 5s to kill the man at arms, and you do manage it.
What's it?
Fantastic. So we're going to come back down here. We're going to come down to this end of the board, because we have got the knight here who managed to charge in on the ranger. So the knight with his charge, using his lance, gets double 1s. A 1 here will match it. Oh, you take it with a 6. Okay, so needing a 6 to wound. No, you don't do it. So he's going to back away. We're going to go straight into the next charge here. Warrior of Ministerial, who's going to feint. He's going to get a 4. And you've got the 2 dice here, and you get a 5, and you take it. So 4 dice, needing 5s. 4 dice, needing 5s, and you do. So good can't be a million miles off breaking now. So it really does hang in the balance. Now I believe you needed, was it 7? 6, okay, so we'll count that up at the end of this. Okay, we've got the charge here versus the Warrior Ministerial who's fainting. He's going for it, he gets a 6. 2 here. Oh, and he gets it. So another 6 will wound the knight. Oh, the knight goes down.
You didn't say we were for that.
Okay, here we go. So we've got Beragond versus 1. Beragond versus 1. No, it's Damrod who's
Damrod, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so let's start off with Beragond. Beragond, 1 dice. Because that's a 5.
Strong roll.
Can you beat it? Give you 2 dice. You don't. So Beragond will need a 5. A 5? Oh, he doesn't do it. So we do have transfixed Damrod here, and he's got his 2 supports as well. And it's matching fight. It's Malphasar on fight 4. So it's matching fight value because of the supports. So let's see what Malphasar gets. Okay, he did charge in. He got 3 here.
Oh,
it's a 4 highest.
4.
And there's a 5. The 5 takes, so the 2 strikes. And you're going for him.
Yep.
So needing 5s here. And you get 1.
I'm in fate, got one.
He's got 1 fate. Here we go. And he fails it.
So 1 wound.
So he's down to a single wound. Our battlefield. We're going to come back. We're going to come back with priority. All is tense at Awkward battles for this. Adventures in Awkward, because we have got a key priority roll up here. And then some key courage tests. Priority. Yellow dice. It's called Steve. He gets a 4. It's cocked. It's a 4.
It's Connor.
And it's going to go.
Yeah, do actually.
So the forces are good. So wow, Connor's got it. But Steve has decided with his Taskmaster to call a heroic march. This is very, very important. Is he going to be able to flee off the corner of the board? Okay. Is he going to get this for free? Getting these for free is also very important at this stage. Okay. A 4+. Gets it for free.
Here we go.
Boom.
Smash
He
it.
gets it for free. He gets the heroic march for free. So Good are going to do their movement, and then we'll be back. So Good are going to be doing their throwing spears first. We've got the Warrior of Rohan here charging in on the Orc. Will he get it? Needing a 5+, he does. And then needing another one of those, but he doesn't.
Nice.
But he does manage to charge in. The next throwing spear we're going to do is him charging into the back. And he doesn't, so he continues his charge. Next up, we've got Aimer's got a throwing spear.
Yes, yes.
So Aimer's going to charge in.
Hits.
Kills. So the Orc is removed, and Aimer continues his charge. He's going into the 2 there.
I'll finish him off.
And next up, charging in on that Orc. Hits.
God, this is a joke.
Oh, a 5 would have done it. So he's going to go in. The Orcs look like they're going to get absolutely battered in the centre here. That's it for throwing spears for now. Unless, are we going to do that one there? Is he going to go to the? Is he going to try and charge the Orc? Sorry, the Troll Chieftain.
That's it, coach test first.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, well.
Get in, why not?
Fun game. Courage test. Fails.
Oh, he fails, but it was worth a shot, So we're going to come back after moving. So we're over on this flank over here, and we've got some courage tests to take. We've got the Ranger of Gondor charging his courage 4, and he loves it. He charges in on the Morgul Knight. We've got the Warrior of Minas Tirith here, who's going to come in. He loves it. They're very courageous on your flank here, and Beregond is bodyguarded to Aemma. So that is it for good movement. We have got the movement of evil, and so comes a critical moment.
Okay.
So, of course, we have got the courage test for the Taskmaster called the Heroic March.
Yeah.
This is very, very important. Okay, so he is courage 3. He's courage 3. He does have a might. He does have might, and he does have will.
Yeah.
Both his might. He makes it without needing anything. He's going to do his move, and he's going to do his Heroic March here. So he's got 9 inches of movement.
Do us a favour there, Connor.
His standfast is going to lend it also to him. Now we do have the courage test for the Mordor troll here. Here we go. 4. Now he's courage.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's running.
He's 4. Has he got a will?
Yeah,
He's got 1 will.
He's courage
He's
4.
4. He's gone.
Very
Well.
far, 1 will, yeah.
So the leader of the forces of Mordor flees the table. Flees the table. So we've got an Orc spear support here who will need to do his courage test. He's courage 2. Okay, he runs. And then the other 2 Orcs here have been engaged. Everybody has been engaged. Now we will have to work out 25% as well, because this is Desolation of Smaug Sourcebook. If you reach 25% in this turn, you are not getting off the board.
We had 34, so...
But that would also mean that you will lose Connor, because he has got the prize in your half of the board. So we're going to work that out now, and we're going to come back with no shooting. There is no shooting. We're going to come back with a combat phase.
1, 2.
2 more, and the Forces of Evil are 25%ed, which would win the game for Steve, because he does have the prize in the good half of the board. And he would win it because there is no breaking or anything like that in Seize the Prize. So let's see what happens with the combats. So here we've got the Warrior of Minas Tirith, who is going to
Faint.
He's going to faint. He's not going to shield. He's going to actually try and take this to the wire. He gets a 4. And it's a 4, so you're going to take it on the fight value. Okay. So he did charge you.
5s.
Medium 5, 6s, sorry, yeah. Because you didn't charge him. and you get a 1. So no good there. We're going to go straight into the next combat here, which is the Ranger plus the support.
Ranger.
The Ranger's fainting, and you get a 5, and it's a 4. So here we go, you want him to kill you here.
Yeah.
Fainting dice is the blue dice, needing a 6, re-rolling 1s,
Got this.
re-rolling the 1s.
Silver. No.
Yep. And the support, 6, 1 more, and the game will end at the end of this turn. Let's see.
I'm saying the camera.
Let's see if Damrod can do it. Is Damrod going to end the game and win the game for evil?
2-1.
This is what Steve wanted.
Roll your other attack. You got 2
Oh,
attacks.
To attack. So kill Damrod, he's defense 4, needing 4s, we'll kill him. And he's gone.
Yep.
He's gone because he used his fate before.
Yep.
Okay. So you're a bit closer to breaking now. You're a bit closer to breaking, Connor. Will Baragon be the one to end the game?
I'll faint.
He's fainted.
You're a 4.
He's got a 4. It's a 2. Baragon takes it.
Come on, Baragon.
On a 5 will end the game. You don't have might, so you can't end the game on your own choice. And that's it for this flank. So we're going to move over here. And I think this is probably going to be the one, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the captain who will faint, and of course we've got the Doama Pikeman and also the warrior Rohan.
I'll just roll captain.
You're just going to roll the captain first.
Go on.
Go roll your 1. You get a 4. You've got another 4 dice here.
6.
And you do take it. Here we go, so the captain first. 4s, re-rolling 1s on 2
Right.
dice, takes him 25%, which means that the game will end at the end of this turn, which means that is going to be a victory to the forces of evil, who do of course have the prize on the good side of the board. I think we need to give each other a good handshake.
Right, man.
Well done you two guys, and we're going to go into a post-battle Batrep breakdown. Welcome to the post-battle Batrep breakdown for that very special Adventures at Awkward. Like I said, not the most high-polished battle report that we've ever done on this channel, but wonderful to be able to come up here to Huddersfield to see some friends, get a great game, and play on this absolutely fantastic board, which is done by Luke.
Luke's APS, yeah, check out his YouTube channel.
Go and check it out, I'll put a link in the video description below. So that was our modified Seize the Prize. Seize the Prize exactly as normal, apart from the scoring was to try and take it off the opponent's board edge, and that was 5 if you managed to get it off, 3 if you had it in your opponent's board, and 1 if you had hold of the prize on your half. How did you find that game, chaps?
It was fun, it was a lot of fun, mate.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yep, lots and lots and lots of fun. So the way that we set out, both of you kind of moved up your battle lines. We saw the cavalry sort of facing off down on this end. What was the thinking in going into your battle plans for that?
I was confident going in with the cav against his cav because I knew I could pick the fights because he had set courage tests and he's quite low courage.
Yep.
So the plan was to wipe that out fairly early, which didn't happen. He lingered on for a lot of the game, which scuppered my plans really. But having the troll there helped sort of reinforce what I wanted to do. But yeah, I would have liked to have moved in on the flank a lot quicker.
Yeah. And I think failing Fury early on as well probably meant that your centre wasn't as strong as you hoped it would be up against a very, very strong centre battle line with yourself, and of course having the pikes of support and the banners in there. Banners played a huge part in this game.
It did.
An absolutely huge part. Some epic banner moments. I mean, I think throwing banners in is a great idea just from a fun factor when you're playing games. Anyway.
Yeah.
To get that opportunity to almost have that, oh, I've lost the fight. Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. So Connor, what about yourself? You had a plan when you set out. What was that plan?
Yeah, I did. I had 2 plans really. Basically the first one's charging, but I was going to move my cavalry around here. But I thought, I'm going to take that warband with just that little squad of men that are on foot.
Yeah, and you really, really chopped through that centre pretty quickly, but I think Steve managing to get that prize and get it over by his troll, the Warriors of Rohan just couldn't quite do it on that flank to hold him up, and it always looked like you were just going to be able to get that prize off and hurry march off. However, there was a twist.
There was
a twist, and we suddenly realised that actually you weren't far away from breaking.
No, and Mordor courage isn't great, so...
No, I didn't. We saw that, the chieftain ran away, and really the Taskmaster, he had to try and hold it together.
He did. He was my man of the match. He didn't do that much, but what he did do, he did well. He done what he needed to do. Once they started falling in the centre there, it was like dominoes. He was going through them like a hot knife through butter. So yeah, having him there and getting there, because I think it was 2 or 3 points a night through him.
Yeah.
Which helped. Which basically was it helped me sort of swing round and get the
Absolutely.
prize where I wanted it to be. So yeah, it was good.
Absolutely. So a really good fun game. Wonderful. How did you find playing on this Dead Marshes board? By the way?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. Just adds another level, doesn't it, to the game?
It certainly does.
Yeah.
And I think we would all agree, and it's a comment that we've always said over on Gibbets and Podcast or here on Hotcakes Gaming. If you get to play on a board which immerses you in the universe which you're trying to play, so if you get to play in Middle Earth, it really adds to the gaming experience, and it certainly did here. So thank you very much, Luke, for providing the board for the Scouring of Cheshire. Everybody who's coming to your events, Steve's got lots of wonderful boards to look forward to.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this Hotcakes Gaming Battle Report. Like I say, a bit of a different one, bit of a throwback to those old battle reports that we used to do, but no less fun. Lots and lots of fun here today. So thank you everybody here for making a great experience.
Yeah.
We've had a good game, haven't we, chaps?
Awesome.
Hope you guys out there are having a good game. And we look forward to welcoming you back in our next episode